Work is underway on Disney Pixar's Coco, which is a film about Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, as we've been coming to learn about it in bits and pieces as news comes out about it. And one very vocal opponent to the movie has actually joined on as a consultant. His name will be pronounced by Erika because I sound like a gringo.
So political cartoonist Lalo Alcaraz has signed on to the project to be sort of the cultural consultant. He hasn't actually criticized the movie as much as he's criticized Disney's policies. For instance, in order to prepare for this movie, Disney tried to copyright the term Day of the Dead.
Well, they invented it, right?
No, God, it's the worst.
Right?
Disney, you're wrong. We're both huge Disney fans, but
yes.
It was wrong of them to try to trademark a cultural holiday. And so he made a political cartoon about it with a Muertos mouse. It's like a skeletonized Mickey who's coming for your culture. Mm-hmm. So he's been a very vocal opponent of Disney policy. And I think it was so smart of them to hire him on to kind of keep them in check because they have a history of not always understanding the cultures that they portray.
Well, yeah. I mean, you want to go back to let's look at what would you say would they have not portrayed properly? What comes to mind right away for me is Pocahontas.
Right, Pocahontas, and then even before that, Song of the South was atrocious.
Oh no,
it was so
I forgot about that.
Well, it got banned.
That
they tried
one
to scrub
is
it from memory.
Racist.
And so they want to do it right this time, and so they hired their most vocal opponent, and that's a smart thing for them to do. And on Alcarez's side, a lot of people say he's sold out. Mm-hmm. They've been name calling him on Twitter.
So there are a few different reactions to this. Alcarez himself, sorry for pronouncing it like a gringo, has not been made available for interview about this. And some people are saying this is great. Disney listened to our complaints. They're gonna do this right. Other people are calling him a Tío Taco, which is a derogatory slur, kind of like Uncle Tom. That's Spanish for Uncle Taco.
Well, I think he was smart. If you yourself know the culture of something and have strong opinions against a company, and you have an opportunity to make sure that one of the most powerful companies in the world portrays you and your culture
properly, without making fun of it, without being derogatory, without being dismissive,
stereotyping, then I mean, of course you should do it. You should be the change you want to see in the world, right?
Did you make up that quote just now?
I did.
Wow.
Just off the cuff.
America.
Like it's amazing.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this movie. It looks beautiful. The few shots that we've seen of it are just gorgeous. Mm-hmm. And I myself, I love the Dia de los Muertos holiday.
Did you watch not Day of the Dead? Book of Life.
I missed that one, but that one was praised for having a lot of involvement from Latinos in the Hispanic community. It was kind of produced by Guillermo del Toro, and I think Salma Hayek was in it. And I want to see that.
Zoe Saldana.
Was it Zoe Saldana?
Yes.
Zoe Saldana was in it. I want to see that from Disney. I want them to have a lot of involvement from the Hispanic community, from artists and directors who will be able to steer it in a good direction. Because, I mean, you know, they got a track record.
Yeah, I think you're on the right side of this because I mean, they're going to make the movie. They could do it with the help of someone who has been very critical and will probably call to attention to certain things, or not, or maybe they would even, you know, kind of dismiss what he has to say and silence him a little bit. I don't know what could happen with this, but I think hiring him and at least having these things in front of his eyes isn't positive. Is positive. My bad. Yeah, I mean, sure.
This is a good move. Having this be one of their early moves to me is reassuring. I think that they're headed in the right direction. That you know, he has great ideas. He's funny and he's going to steer them in the right direction.
We'll see. We'll see when Coco. I can't believe it's called Coco. Coco comes out later on.
2017.
Sure. What do you think, audience? Would you? Is it better to have a vocal opponent on board, and will he make a change? Let us know below in the comments, and please be sure to subscribe for more.